Welcome to Showcase Richmond. I'm Chip Tarkin, and although there's a light at the end of the recession tunnel, the impact of high unemployment and the past banking and stock market crisis are still felt by many. And for many of these people, bankruptcy could help them get back on their feet. A firm that has been specializing in bankruptcy for 18 years and helping more than 30,000 Virginians is Boleman Law. And to give us some valuable information on bankruptcy is CEO and founder Rusty Boleman, a good friend of mine. Great to have you in here. Rusty, with the new bankruptcy law going into effect in the last few years, many people are afraid that it's become too difficult to file for bankruptcy, so they don't even want to check into it, but that's not the case.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not, Chip. 2005, there was a frenzy of information that was passed along. A lot of people want to hold the media responsible, and that's just simply not true. I've had so many favorable relationships with the media over the years that I know that the media did a good job. But what happened is Congress did a bad job, and they frightened people. Bottom line is you can file bankruptcy today, and it provides great relief.
What are the warning signs that might tell people that they need to consider bankruptcy?
Well, the warning signs are if you're behind on your mortgage payments and you see no way of catching up, if you're resorted to payday or car title loans in an attempt to deal with your bills, if you've missed several car payments, all of these kinds of things can add up to the kinds of problems that will cause collectors to begin calling you at home and work. Embarrassing situations. And you can't pay the minimum credit card monthly bills. Those are going to be the types of things that can lead to you receiving a notice of foreclosure or a wage garnishment, repossession, something very devastating.
What is the first step that someone needs to take when they say, okay, I definitely need to file?
The most important step is to get help quickly.
Right. And bankruptcy is not something to be embarrassed about because you're definitely not alone. I mean, this happens to folks, good people.
As the book says, bad things happen to good people. Mm-hmm. Bankruptcy is a safety net, a safety net that was designed by our government. It followed principles that are found in the Bible, for example, in Leviticus and Deuteronomy. They're principles that are all about creating a social safety net.
Right. What factors go into choosing a bankruptcy lawyer? Because I think this is imperative for folks, what they should look for.
In choosing a bankruptcy lawyer, among the most important things to think about is getting an expert, and getting an expert lawyer. It is more complex than ever, and a lawyer is going to serve you best. Get someone who is courteous and respectful. You deserve it. You're a dignified human being. You deserve respect and courtesy. Mm-hmm. And get a lawyer who helps you with the paperwork. And by that, I mean not someone that hands you a package of papers and says, fill these out. They're trick questions.
Right.
Just how do you own a home? The title of how that's done. Make sure that you get help from the lawyer in filling out the paperwork. Get a lawyer, not a clerk.
Many people fear that filing for bankruptcy can ruin their credit, but that's not true.
That's simply not true. By the time most people get to us, their credit has already suffered substantial damage, if not ruin. Mm-hmm. Bankruptcy is the day of rebuilding. It's the day that you begin to rebuild your credit score. We're all familiar with that dreaded term FICO score today. Well, I can absolutely attest to the fact because I check my own FICO score every single day from every single credit bureau. And I suggest that everybody do that.
Right.
There are programs to do it very inexpensively. Mm-hmm. But the day of bankruptcy is the day you begin to see that score rising again.
Right. All right, I want to put the information up on the screen of how to contact Boleman Law. They have 3 offices, Richmond, Hampton, and Virginia Beach, and I can guarantee you from firsthand experience that Rusty and his group will absolutely take care of you. The address here in Richmond is on West Laburnum Avenue. You see the telephone number 358-9900. BolemanLaw.com is where they are on the web. Rusty, just so great to have you here. Thanks for taking time because you can help so many people, and I appreciate you being a part of Showcase Richmond.
Thank you, Chip, and it's so nice to see you again.